What's good, y'all? Buckle up, coming through on a quick drive special. And of course, this is a fair use for entertainment purposes. If y'all want some sound on this, go subscribe to HP Walking Tours. Go subscribe to HP Walking Tours and walk through with them while we peep through what they had going on, what they was looking through in Miami. That's what we're gonna go through while we chop it up on this one. Big ups to everybody already subbed in. Appreciate it all. If you haven't already subbed in, sub in and welcome. Welcome, no doubt. And of course, if you feel what I'm talking about, make sure you hit that like sign before you get out of here. Hit that like sign before you leave. And what we got in predictions coming up? Well, I'm gonna give y'all something in the community post tomorrow. But of course, I told y'all yesterday to take the Denver plus 2.5, and we got that W. I forgot who Denver was playing, but I told y'all to take the Denver plus 2.5 yesterday. For those who caught it or those who might didn't catch it, yeah, I put that out yesterday, and we had a lot of winners. I seen all y'all come through on Twitter, and also I caught some of the love in the Cash App. That's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate all the love, y'all. Like I said, I get something in the community post for y'all, and as I always tell y'all, take the money off the floor. And always, Sports Prediction 101 Cash App link is in the description box for those who win and wanna show love. Now, let's go ahead and get into what we came here to chop it up about. Got a good chop session for y'all today, definitely. Bark for the Bone decided to wake up this morning and compare Al Haymon and Turk. I don't know what the fuck he be thinking about sometimes. But I got a lot of shit to talk about on that dumbass shit. On the most recent video he just now put out. Now I want y'all to know this, right? What the LDBC was committed to has fell apart, and that was Al Haymon and the PBC. They was committed to Al Haymon and the PBC, and of course now that has, as y'all can see, fell apart in a lot of ways. And they trying to get Amazon to help them come back on a build themselves back up. And the guy James came in BFTB comments on the live that he had right after he just did that video. The live probably still on now while I'm dropping this video. But James came in the comments and told BFTB he don't believe half the shit that he be saying. James must listen to me a lot. You 100 motherfucking percent correct, James. He don't believe half the shit he be saying. He simply say it because of the Haney relationship. Yes. 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 Thank you. Somebody has been paying attention. Thank you. That's what I've been trying to tell you that from the beginning. The boy was starstruck from the beginning. He was starstruck from the time Bill came to his channel. And that's when he turned on people. Just like I heard somebody coming in there saying now he turning on Boots. Yes, he will turn on anybody that's looking like it's getting ready to be a threat to Haney. He going to turn on him because Bill took him to dinner. Yeah, they had dinner. He left dinner, went back to the house, and said something about he was waiting outside for Devin to get out the shower. I don't know no more than that. But anyway, getting into what we got to talk about. Check this out, y'all. Was Al Haymon co-signing the fact that Floyd didn't get Tank any unification matches at 130 pounds after beating Pedraza? Was Al Haymon co-signing that? He didn't get Tank any unification matches at 130 after beating Pedraza. Was Al Haymon really behind Tank not unifying with Farmer, Tevin Farmer, Lomachenko, or Burchell? Was that Al Haymon? Al Haymon was the head of all of that. Al Haymon was the head of all of that, and according to BFTB, Boots ain't done shit. Listen, y'all. According to Bark for the Bone, Boots ain't done shit, right? But Frank Martin done everything. Frank Martin done it all. He won't admit that Frank Martin was a nobody before Tank. But Boots ain't done shit. How much more did Frank Martin do than Boots? How Boots and nobody but Frank or somebody? I told y'all before, the Frank situation is because he was Earl Spence fighter. That's what that's about. That's why he be sucking Frank off like that. Cause he know he Earl Spence fighter. That's what that's about. He know Frank ain't done shit. Like James said, he don't believe half the shit that he be saying. He don't believe Frank Martin done shit. He right, he don't. Listen, y'all. First and foremost, yes, listen. He tried to say in his video, he bring the video on talking about great minds think alike. He said great minds think alike. But unfortunately, in this case, the great mind of Turkey thinks nothing like Al Haymon. Hold up for a second, y'all. The great minds of Turkey, the great mind of Turkey thinks nothing like Al Haymon. And I'm gonna explain all of this to y'all the right way. Because Al Haymon mind doesn't think the hidden Al Haymon, who we never even get to see anyway. Keep that in mind. All right. His mind doesn't think in the direction of legacy. And it's been a proven fact. That has been a proven fact over time. And that is why Jermell Charlo at 154 is the only fighter in the history of the PBC to ever complete the task of undisputed, which is the highest legacy task in the sport of boxing. Only one motherfucker done done it in the history of the PBC. Y'all hear me? And that's because Al Haymon allows what we call showcase knockout events, where these events are where the PBC star 98% of the time is put in with a F to C level opponent that the casual fans will get a kick out of seeing the guy be knocked out in a cold way. This is what the PBC likes to push. For casual boxing fans. And us as hardcores don't like it, because we know what's going on. But it was all a smokescreen. All of that shit has been a smokescreen to make us believe the PBC star can compete or will do the same thing to the A or B level opposition in their weight class or around their weight class. But the biggest matches you get when it comes to these opponents, the biggest matches that you get when it comes to the star PBC opponents, a lot of times, is like you get the Twitter match. Yeah, you get the Twitter match as far as the major matches. You get the Twitter match, or you get a lot of like talking and interviews for clout, but they have no plans on making those particular fights because they have no plans on making those particular fights because they got a investment in keeping that fighter with the O on his record. Yeah. That's that. Listen, that is the Al Haymon mindset that Floyd injecting Al Haymon, and Al Haymon rolled with it. That's the Al Haymon mindset, and Turkey mindset. Turk mindset is totally, and no doubt the opposite. The total opposite. Listen, I already probably like a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, dropped a video on why Turk is definitely a good look for the sport, along with Dana White, if y'all can remember. I already talked about this. All right, already been told y'all this. So you late, Bark for the Bone. You late, and you only admitting it because you have no other choice. You have no other choice. Al Haymon and his chance. Al Haymon had his chance. The same way he had his chance in music. The same way he had his chance in music. Ask Beyonce or Jay-Z, and they can tell you about about Mr. Al Haymon and about Mr. Al Haymon and himself, and how he owed them all kinds of bread, all kinds of cabbage. Look, just like your guy, Bark for the Bone, just like your guy, Deontay Wilder came out and made this statement. Y'all know, y'all seen the video, look it up, it's out there. He came out and made this statement that he need all his money up front. He need all his cabbage up front. Yeah. Al Haymon, even if he was trying to overpay fighters, that was a front. That was a front because Al Haymon don't got Turk bread at all. Al Haymon bread is ass wiping money to Turk. Remember that. Al Haymon could never do the same thing. Al Haymon could never do the same thing. And nobody fought against anything all in that smokescreen talk. Al Haymon could never do the same thing. All Al Haymon gave us was, or Al Haymon or the people affiliated with the PBC, they gave us a lot of, they came with us with a lot of smokescreen activities. Basically what I'm trying to say. Al Haymon told fighters, that and hope it would make all of the top fighters want to come on the PBC. He told them the shit that they wanted to hear, to make them want to come over to the PBC. Remember, Floyd was saying Floyd was saying that, calling that shit, he kept on saying the past, the present, and the future. Remember Floyd kept saying that? Remember Floyd was bragging, pushing that narrative, the past, the present, and the future? So they was trying to selling all these dreams about what they gonna pay niggas and all that shit. That's why they saying this shit about Al Haymon overpaying motherfuckers and all that dummy ass bullshit they were saying. He wasn't gonna overpay nobody shit anyway. All that shit was smoke screen talk. It was smoke screen shit going on. Off the top. All that shit was part of a pitch just to get the fighters to the PBC. Listen, y'all. Listen. Man, this shit, I don't know, man. Listen, y'all. Look what they did. My shit at. We gotta chop it up. Listen. Look what they did to Gary Russell Jr. career. All because Gary Russell Jr. called Floyd a bitch in a gone bad conversation. Yeah. And because he called Floyd a bitch in a gone bad conversation, they had Floyd that him and Gary Russell had. Floyd made it to a point where Gary never got no big fights at 126. That's why Tank never respond to all the disrespect from Gary Russell Jr. right next door in Washington, D.C. You know why? All them years they been talking all that shit. Gary been saying all that shit. And he ain't said shit. You know why? Guess why? Because Floyd told Tank to ignore Gary. And Al Haymon stood by that shit. Listen, y'all. Y'all ain't know this neither, did you? They told Manny Pacquiao if he signed with the PBC in his last years, when he finally left Top Rank in his last little years, if he signed with the PBC, he could get a rematch with Floyd. Yeah. They cruddy like that. They do cruddy shit like that. You know Manny hauled ass over there for that shit. Yeah, look. They lured Manny over to the PBC on a promise to get a rematch with Floyd that Manny never got. Listen, listen, y'all, this is what I want y'all to do right here. At this moment right here, look. Imagine if that was Turk. Imagine if Turk was in control of that. Turk would have had Turk and Manny rematch would have been done. It would have got done with Floyd. That shit would have got done ASAP. Had Turk been in control of that situation when it was first flaring and and it was cooking real heavy. It was smelling good. Listen, Floyd came out and told everybody they did not want to make the Bud versus Earl at all. Y'all know. Y'all seen it. We all seen the video, y'all. We seen them say that shit. They didn't really want to make Bud versus Earl at all. And all of us heard it. All of us heard it. Look, listen, DAZN offered Deontay Wilder $120 fucking million on a 3-fight deal. And Al Haymon and the PBC, and listen, that 3-fight deal, BFTB kept trying to push the narrative to say Joshua wasn't going to be on it. But then he got a nerve to try to teach somebody in his live that he just now had, the live that's on now, he got a nerve to try to teach somebody about profit. He said, if you give somebody $100, after they make their $100 back, whatever they make after that is what they call profit. Well, I'm glad that you learned some shit, motherfucker. You a smart motherfucker. So why would they give Wilder $120 million motherfucking dollars and not put AJ on the motherfucking card for the fight. Why would they not put AJ? How they gonna get the 120? How they gonna profit? Like you just said, how they gonna profit off of their 120 million? That's how you got caught in your lie right there. That's a big ass lie. Because of course they would put AJ on that. Of course AJ was gonna be on that because they gotta get their money back and profit. Yeah. Like I was saying, they offered Deontay 120 on a 3-fight deal, 120 million, and Al Haymon and the PBC got Deontay Wilder to turn it down, knowing they've been paying Wilder $1 million a fight for showcase knockout events. Like I told y'all about earlier, where Wilder gets to knock out the F to D level opponent, which is on 98% of Wilder's resume. Right now, if you go look. Listen, the PBC, Floyd, and Leonard Ellaby was making out, they was making out way better doing shit like that. Everybody's pockets was good. Remember, Eddie Hearn offered Luis Ortiz $8 million to get a fight with AJ, and the PBC stopped that fight. They stopped that fight from happening because they already had plans on Ortiz being fooled for Wilder. That's why Ortiz had a shitty career on the PBC. Yeah. Turk is nothing like that. They're nothing alike. Turk will be nothing like that. Nothing like Al Haymon. Listen, that's why the PBC didn't get Ortiz fighting A and B level opposition because it would have made Ortiz better and more of a threat than taking Wilder O. And they was making money off Wilder O. So they kept him fighting F and D level opposition until he got beat by A level opposition. And I'm gonna tell you another example. Look at Jamal Charlo. At 160, they never even got him a fight with a fucking B level Curtis Stevens. Or a fucking B plus level or A level Daniel Jacobs, I would say. He never even fought a fucking B level Willie Monroe Jr. He never fought a fucking A level fucking David Lemieux. Him or Demetrius Andre wouldn't even fight each other. All this shit was happening while Jamal was on the PBC. And Neva never even fought Triple G. Never. Turk wouldn't allow that. Turk, where you been? We been needed you, Turk. We been need you a long fucking time ago. Floyd retired fighting C-level Berto, C-level Andre Berto, when A-level Kell Brook, who hadn't went up and fought Triple G yet, A-level Kell Brook had the IBF belt, hadn't went up there and did that dumbass move and went to 160 and got beat up yet. But he had that IBF belt that would send Floyd on a retirement fight for undisputed. Yeah. Where you been at, Turk? We needed that fight. We needed that fight. The kind of money put out for that fight could have been forcefully made, so Floyd would have been forced to take that fight. Or rematch Manny. Or rematch Canelo. Or something nice for a retirement fight. Al don't think like Turk at all. Bark for the bone, woke up this morning and dropped a video claiming Turk and Al used the same type of way or some shit and put they fucking names together in one name. Boy, I tell you, you's a goofy motherfucker. You's a straight fucking goofball. A lame. A crossover. You's a goofy motherfucker, yo. You's a fake motherfucker. Turk, listen. Turk, one card coming up is probably better than everything Al Haymon ever put out all mixed together. All mixed together. all that smoke screen shit. Al Haymon been a trash manager, advisor, or whatever the fuck you want to call him. He never ever been on a level of he never been on the level of the Bob father, Bob Erm. Never. He not a Bob Erm. He never had the impact of he never had the fucking impact of a Don King. None of that. Turk know what the fuck the fans want. He know what the fans want to see. And that's Turk's biggest interest. And he gonna get his money too. Even though he ain't pressed about it, he gonna get what he can get out the deal. I mean, that's Turk's biggest interest. Giving us the biggest fights and letting us see what the fuck we want to see, that wasn't Al's biggest interest, or Ellaby's, or Floyd's. Because Ellaby said he wasn't paying Devin Haney what he was used to making to fight Tank. I remember when he said that too. Yeah. Turk would never said that. He would never say no shit like that. And that's why Turk is in no shape, fashion, or form like Al Haymon at all. Turk about to make sure we get what the fuck. He gonna make sure we get what the fuck we don't mind paying for. Putting you motherfuckers in positions to drive nice cars and live in nice houses. He gonna make sure that. We don't mind paying. He gonna make sure we get what we don't mind paying to see. And that's a big difference between Al Haymon and the Turk. See y'all on the Get Back.
Sweet, how about they all get smoked? Put them in gumbo blunts. My bitch bad, look like a barber song. Fuck around, eat her for lunch. Car go fast, I'm yelling fuck to her. You know I ain't stopping for nothing. Put on for my hood, I know I feel to be broke. I got a poppin' for some. These niggas rapping, they ain't really getting no money. They ain't never seen no honey. Boy, you cap, you ain't really killed nobody. You ain't never caught no honey. You ain't never shot no nigga close range. You ain't seen blood chomp out of nigga's stomach. You ain't never pulled no move on dude. You ain't had the finesse to get no money. She keep texting me, she love me. I repair like, bitch, you funny. I can't lead a person drink alone. I turn to a junkie. I'm too high. I can't count my bank in. Bank gon' count it for me. 15,000 on the trip. I remember having nothing. Fresh as fuck when I walk through TSA. They tryna fuck my luggage. Hottest nigga from my side. Tell my label up the budget. I done hit this bitch 1,000 times. Tell me why you cuffing her. She be trying her best to get at me, even though it's no her. Treat the condo like a trap, just bags in here, no furniture. And if she thinks she that, she from my city, the game to punish. And I don't really think it's no smoke with these niggas, they just won't be us. And these niggas so broke it cost a car just to see us. First I take it strong, she threw up everything for the heart. You the type to troll on this, I pulling niggas cars. You the type say, I ain't say that G, then put that shit on God. My little nigga fresh on his beat, he got his shake when he walked the yard. This real rap nigga, no facade. I got all broke niggas hard. They ain't really want this shit for me, this money turn us apart. I like red bitches, fast cars. Touch me, you get small. Had to cut back on that Drake, cause when you see my mom always nod. Peekaboo, glad house in my mouth, shit hit in the dog. I keep dope and guns on me. I'm riding with a fan chart. I know what come with this shit. I ain't just out here being dumb. Told little take something on top in case I ever need a buzz. Whatever I want, I get it done. I don't hesitate on nothing. And I don't fuck with rap niggas for real. We ain't got a link on nothing. All that less work when you see me. We ain't gotta kick it, niggas just greet me. Cause truth be told, these niggas be lame as fuck. And I don't like speaking, niggas.